A 4 a.m. text message from Amon-Ra St. Brown to Dan Campbell highlighted the weight of the Lions' playoff loss, but also underscored the fire within this roster. The head coach, who vowed to use the pain as fuel, remains confident that the Super Bowl is still within reach. But that's not all. Armed with nearly $68 million to spend this offseason and a young core packed with stars, the Lions have a unique opportunity ahead. Will losing both coordinators make the climb even harder? Don't miss a single detail of this news. Hit the like button and let's dive into the video. Dan Campbell, the fierce leader of the Detroit Lions, isn't letting the playoff loss derail his vision for the future. After the Lions, for the first time in franchise history, secured the top seed in the NFC, only to fall in a hard-fought battle against the Commanders, losing 45-31 in the divisional round, frustration was palpable. No one felt it more than his players. So much so that at 4 a.m. after the loss, All-Pro wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown texted the coach, clearly still dwelling on what happened. Campbell didn't shy away from the collective emotion. "I know how much this eats at the guys," he said, still processing the premature end to the season. "These players are ours for a reason. They're the right guys, and that's what gives me hope. We're going to learn from this, come back stronger, and use this pain as fuel." Classic Campbell. Resilient, honest, and full of fire. Despite the frustrating elimination, Campbell stands firm in his belief that the Lions' future is bright. When asked if the window for a long-dreamed Super Bowl is still open, he didn't hesitate. Absolutely. He emphasized the culture and identity the team has built as the foundation for sustained success. "We've got the right foundation, the right players in key positions, and most importantly, these guys are built the right way. The window is open, no doubt." Of course, not everything is rosy. The Lions face a challenging offseason with the potential loss of both coordinators. Offensive coordinator Ben Johnson appears poised to become the Bears' new head coach, while defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn is on the verge of taking over the Jets. Campbell didn't deny that losing these two pillars would be a tough blow, but assured that the team would stay on course. "It's my job to find the next right guy. Does it hurt? Of course it does. These guys were huge pieces of what we've built here over the past 4 years, but the train keeps moving." Campbell's optimistic spirit resonates with the players. Running back Jahmyr Gibbs, reflecting on the season, made it clear that this Lions team has something special. "We had goals, we hit some, and in some areas we surpassed where we were last year, but we didn't go far enough, and it hurts. It eats at me, but it also drives me." For Campbell and the Lions, the end of 2024 isn't the end of the story. It's just another chapter in the journey. The team is focused on growing, learning, and coming back more dangerous in 2025, with eyes locked on the ultimate prize. So, Lions fans, do you believe that pain can propel this team to something greater in 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments. But if you found this interesting, wait until you hear how this offseason's decisions could define the franchise's future. The Lions have an open window for the Super Bowl, but the clock is ticking, and this offseason's decisions could determine whether the team finally makes the leap from contender to champion. Over the last 2 seasons, Detroit has experienced a roller coaster of emotions, incredible campaigns followed by frustrating playoff exits. In 2023, they let a 17-point lead slip against the 49ers, and in 2024, as the NFC's top seed, they didn't even win a single postseason game. These setbacks are hard to swallow, especially with such a talented roster. The good news? The core of the team is still young and talented, led by names like Aiden Hutchinson, Penei Sewell, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta, Brian Branch, and Kirby Joseph, all still on rookie contracts. Amon-Ra St. Brown has already been extended, but at just 25 years old, he's just getting started. And with Jared Goff still leading the offense at 30, the team's leadership remains solid. To top it off, most of the offensive line, one of the best in the NFL, is locked in long-term. Additionally, the Lions have $67.9 million in cap space, the 6th most in the league. That money is a huge opportunity to bolster the team and address the flaws that proved costly in 2024. But there's no room for error. First, they need to replace their coordinators. Ben Johnson is headed to Chicago to lead the Bears, and Aaron Glenn is expected to follow soon. Nailing the hires for the offensive and defensive leadership is crucial, especially with Johnson now helping a direct NFC North rival. Defense is another major question mark. Despite allowing the 7th fewest points during the regular season, the unit struggled in critical moments. The Lions ranked among the league's bottom 10 teams in sacks with just 37, and in their loss to the Commanders, they failed to sack quarterback Jaden Daniels even once. To make matters worse, Zadarius Smith is headed for free agency, and the 2024 rookies didn't impress. Against the run, the defense allowed 4.6 yards per carry, far from acceptable. Fixing these issues will be a top priority. With a young roster, significant cap space, and a hunger to overcome recent frustrations, the Lions have what it takes to climb back to the top in 2025. But everything hinges on the decisions they make now. Fixing the defense, finding replacements for the coordinators, and spending wisely could make the difference between another year of unfulfilled potential or finally lifting the Lombardi Trophy. Lions fans, it's hard not to be excited about this team's potential, but the departure of the coordinators and defensive issues can't be ignored. Campbell is right. The train keeps moving, but it needs better pieces to run it. Will this be the year the Lions finally leap from contenders to champions? Only time will tell. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on our journey to the Lombardi.